Hello, today I'm giving my persuasive speech on homosexuality. I'm going to be looking at it from the point of view of whether or not it is linked to our DNA. I'm not discussing whether it's right or wrong, just going from a point of view of whether or not it is linked scientifically to our DNA. Okay, I want to define two terms before I move forward. The first one is what a gene is. Per Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it's a specific sequence of nucleotides in a DNA or RNA that is located usually on a chromosome and that is a functional unit of inheritance controlling the transmission and expression of one or more traits. I like to define traits. It's an inherited characteristic. So I take that and interpret that as eye color, hair color, the tone of your skin, whether you're dark skin, light skin, medium skin, fair skin, how tall you are, how short you are, the shape of your face, the shape of your hands, size of your feet. It can be determined on your weight, whether you're really skinny or whether you're a little heavier. So genes and traits are all linked to that. I didn't find any research studies online that have been done for linking sexual orientation to our DNA. What I did find, I found an article on Popular Science from December 2012. They explained that it's not linked to our genes, it's not in our traits. What they explained was that there's chemical switches attached to our genes that might, and I want to reiterate, might turn homosexuality on or off. Might is a big word that to me doesn't prove anything. They're just kind of saying it's linking or it may not be linking, but there's no scientific data, there's no scientific study out there that has proven 100% that homosexuality is linked specifically to our DNA, that there's a gene inside of us that says, you know what, this guy, this girl is going to be gay or heterosexual. I did find another article from sourcefed.com, also from December 2012. This article said, unlike most genetic switches, they are passed down from the opposite sex parent, so father to daughter, mother to son. Most of these markers aren't supposed to be passed down from generation to generation, and they are essentially tossed to the wind. This explains why homosexuality seems to run in families, but without any obvious genetic markers. So they're also referring back to the chemical switches that basically say how our traits, our genes are expressed. Sexual orientation is being tied to switches within our DNA, and it can be turned off or on. Nothing has stated what turns it off, what turns it off, or what turns it off or what turns it on. I have a hard time believing that there are genetic switches, just basically because you can have families from all sorts of backgrounds, cultures, and their children can be homosexual. Their father and mother have no sign of it whatsoever, and yet their son, their daughter can be homosexual. Okay, I don't think it's something that's learned. I think it's just something that one is curiosity within the person, and it grows from there. Okay, from a biblical perspective, Genesis 1:27, it says that we are all made in God's image. Given that argument, if we're all made in God's image, then God has the same chemical switches, the same DNA markers that are supposedly going to tell us whether or not we are homosexual or whether we're not homosexual. So in essence, they're saying that, you know what, God has that same genetic marker or switch therefore God can or cannot be homosexual. I don't believe that for 1 minute. Another passage I found in Leviticus 18:22, God was speaking to Moses here. It says, "You shall not lie with the man as with the woman. It's an abomination. Nor shall you mate with any animal or defile yourself with it. Nor shall any woman stand before an animal to mate with it. It is perversion." The Bible clearly states that, one, it's a choice. Okay, nothing in the Bible ever said that we are going to be genetically made up to be homosexual or to be heterosexual. God made us in His image, and He made us, one, to procreate. You need one man, female to procreate. It's like a lock and a key. Okay, you can't have two locks. You can't have two keys. It's one lock, one key. Okay. Again, there's no scientific study that has 100% proved that genetic DNA, genetic markers, anything within us links back to homosexuality being something passed down from our parents or from generations past. Everything is just with a big might. To me, that causes a lot of doubt. Doesn't persuasively make me believe that science is correct. The only thing I can base my opinion, my decisions are, is on this Bible right here. It's a good book. Okay. Thank you.